I feel like this kind of thing is just getting a little bit excessive. It feels like whenever I end up talking about some kind of article on the channel that is talking about some internet personality, that the video has to have an intro skit where I start on a boat. I mean, this time it literally makes no sense to be on a boat. I mean, we're literally in a desert. There is no form of liquid to sail on here. How did this fucking boat even end up here? It's like somebody dropped it out of their back pocket on accident and forgot about it. This is ridiculous. Why am I here? How am I supposed to consume water? Wait a second, that blue thing over there, is that a convenient body of water that showed up as soon as I mentioned not having a way to drink water? Wait, no, that's just a picture of Ninja's hair above an article title. Ninja explains his choice not to stream with female gamers. Wow, that article sounds foreboding upon first glance. But let's try and give it a read before we determine whether or not it's a flaming pile of shit hot enough to glass over this entire desert, shall we?
2 hours later.
You know, that actually wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Hi again, guys, and today we're going to be asking the question of, does Ninja hate women? The answer is no, by the way. Sorry if that's a spoiler if you haven't seen the movie yet, but it's been out for a couple months. The answer is no. But some context if you guys haven't heard about this thing yet. Over the weekend, there was an article published by Polygon on August 11, 2018, written by Allegra Frank, entitled, Ninja explains his choice not to stream with female gamers, with the tagline being a quote from Ninja saying, the only way to avoid the rumors is to not play with them at all. And following this came a slew of other articles from other publications talking about Ninja's comments on why he won't stream with female Twitch streamers. One from comicbook.com reads, Fortnite streamer Ninja reveals why he doesn't stream with female gamers. Twitter made a Twitter moment about the thing titled, Ninja says he won't stream with female gamers for the sake of his relationship. Even High Snobiety, a site that usually focuses on streetwear or shoes, made an article on Ninja called Even Ninja is hopping on the Louis Vuitton sneaker trend. They took a really weird angle on this whole situation, where they talked mostly about what shoes Ninja was wearing at the event that he made those comments at that sparked this whole thing. It's a weird thing to focus on from his comments, but do you, I guess. Makes them stand out. It's just very weird. Yes, this is sarcasm. What surprises me the most, actually, is that this is only now just becoming something that's put in headlines. Ninja has said on stream before why he doesn't stream with female streamers.
I tried not to play with females, man, just because of the image it presents. Since I have a wife, it has literally nothing to do with that. But it's kind of just like, why would I want to even risk that image, right? Even if it's totally playful. And it's unfortunate because, you know, there are great content creators, you know, female content creators out there, but it's just something that I'm not, you know, super into doing.
This clip is from a compilation that I found from back in April, so this has been out there for at least since then. And he's mentioned it multiple times in other streams, if I recall correctly, before this whole thing. Now, I want to say a few good things about these articles, things that I thought were done well before I get into my issues with them, and where I think some things got misrepresented or lost in translation, stuff like that. For one, most of the articles I've seen, at least the ones that I've listed here, have some kind of headline that says Ninja is explaining why he won't stream with female gamers. Now, this isn't exactly perfect, because the only one who put the actual explicit reasoning, or at least the basis of it in the title that I saw was the Twitter moment, but it's better than some kind of headline like a hypothetical Ninja says he refuses to stream with female Twitch streamers or something along those lines that would just kind of completely leave out the fact that he explained why he wouldn't. Now, in the Polygon article specifically, I must say they did an alright job with giving a fair look at both sides of the argument, and for context, basically Ninja's reasoning for not streaming with female Twitch streamers is that people will take the smallest thing that happens between them and any other female Twitch streamer and turn it into rumors and clickbait articles or videos that insinuate that he and other female Twitch streamers are dating or something, and that Ninja, as a married man, could be making his wife angry with that or something along those lines, and out of concern for her, he said he didn't want her to have to put up with that kind of thing. After Polygon relays this information to us that Ninja told them, they follow it up by showing some evidence that his fears of this happening aren't completely unfounded. There's some truth to the idea that flirting could lead to YouTube clickbait and invasive questions. Blevin has asked some himself when playing with other well-known male streamers. Take the clip below from a Twitch stream with Fortnite star Ali Myth Kabani. Myth, I'm so sorry if I said your name wrong.
So what's going on with you and this girl you're playing with all the time?
Who? Oh no, is your chat blowing up, Pokemon?
No, don't who me.
Pokey?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Huh? Nani?
Nutty?
I'm not even gonna try and say Pokemon's real name because I don't want to butcher it worse than I did this. Pokemon is another big name on Twitch whose popularity grew rapidly over the last year, and when she started playing Fortnite on streams with Myth, viewers began to ask, are they dating? Fans assume Twitch streamers are in a relationship just as often as they speculate on their marital status, and that apparently includes Blevin, so used his mega platform to further perpetuate that rumor. Now, while the inclusion of this clip does help to prove that Ninja might have a case when he says that rumors get started when a male and female Twitch streamers stream together, I feel like they also chose to use this particular situation because they knew it would make Ninja look like a hypocrite, which I don't want to just completely discredit that because I do think that is a valid thing to point out. But for me personally, what this clip highlights is something else that got brought up in the article earlier. The quote from Ninja in the tagline saying, "The only way to avoid the rumors is to not play with them at all." While for some this could come off to them as Ninja being hypocritical, which in a way it is, for me it highlights that Ninja knows there's two ways about how these rumors form. If any basis of fodder is created for it, rumors about you and whoever else will start to spread. And part of the reason why that kind of stuff is unavoidable is because it's in human nature to gossip. That's why people are so attracted to those kinds of clickbait articles about rumors and stuff in the first place. And Ninja probably knows that he's certainly not immune to this little facet of human nature either. That he falls into those same pitfalls of getting kinda caught up in rumors like any other human does from time to time at the very least. Probably because he's done it just like everybody else, except he just did it on stream. And you could say that if it's unavoidable, that as a public figure, it's part of the job at that point, that you have to grow to have thicker skin and to just deal with the rumors and all the gossip because it's gonna come your way no matter what you do. And that is definitely true. And I'm pretty sure Ninja knows that too. Hours of his life every day are on live stream for thousands of people to watch, and anything he says during those streams is free to be picked apart like a frog in a middle school dissection lab. But based on what Ninja's saying, it's pretty clear to me at least he hasn't made the decision not to stream with other female Twitch streamers for his own sake, but rather for the sake of his wife. Not so that he doesn't have to put up with the rumors and gossip, but rather so that she doesn't have to put up with them. Quote, "Not being connected to other women online. That was something I made 100% sure," he said. "It was his decision alone to keep his streaming partners men only. That was not even her. She had nothing to do with it. That was me being I love our relationship, and no, I'm not even gonna put you through that," unquote. And one thing I also think helps to prove Ninja's point some is the fact that by clarifying why he didn't stream with female streamers, he got a bunch of articles and tweets and publicity that confirmed pretty much the exact reasoning he gave in the first place. The self-fulfilling prophecy, if you will. They spend some time towards the end of this article to say that Ninja might not be getting too much shit for him making that decision personally, and then for whatever reason, they compare his decision to Mike Pence having marital boundaries. And if I had to give my personal take on why they did that, I would say it's probably because they were trying to create a connotation between Ninja's actions and those of a more traditionally or at least frequently maligned figure, Mike Pence, to try and reflect badly on Ninja. I'm not gonna get into the politics of all that, but the fact that it's at the near end of the article for one sentence only makes it feel like it was just tacked on in an attempt to make Ninja look bad. I guess to say that he's kind of similar to Mike Pence and that he doesn't want to be seen much in the public eye with other women unless it's his wife there or something. I'm not exactly sure how to interpret that part, that's just kind of my take. If you guys have any disagreements or you think I'm like completely missing the point of that, then please leave them in the comments below. But that aside, this article does feel like it's a lot more balanced in its approach to Ninja's comments than articles in the past that I've covered here have been to other creators. Like specifically the Atlantic's article on Mr. Beast. Still think that article is an absolute disaster, but whatever. Another thing I want to cover is the article comicbook.com made on the whole situation, in which they seem to actually be pretty firmly on Ninja's side in this decision. And this makes sense coming from Blevins, who is married and thus unsurprisingly doesn't want fictitious internet rumors floating around about misconduct on his part. Because, like the streamer notes, even having a conversation with a female streamer can be skewed into all types of messy headlines. It's classic celebrity culture, and it's not surprising that Blevins wants to stay far away from its grasp and not complicate his marital relationship with its insanity. The bit where they bring up that it's not a new thing in celebrity life is something I think is a good point especially. They mention that a bunch of publications are solely or very largely based on running these kind of clickbait articles like TMZ and others, and that wanting to distance yourself from them is not really an insane thing to do, at least depending on how you go about it. Whether or not Ninja is going about it in a smart way is subjective. I personally don't take any issue with his decision. Some people are saying that they understand where Ninja is coming from when he says that he doesn't want to stream with female streamers because of the rumors it could stir, but some of them suggest that the way to help mitigate that could be to try and feature them more and more often to help build and teach his viewers that just because a guy and a girl are hanging out or doing something together doesn't mean that they are automatically dating, that they can just be friends. One person tweeted, "If Ninja is making a commitment to curse less on his streams because he knows his audience is young, why would playing with female streamers be any different? Show your audience you can just be friends." While I do understand this idea and where it's coming from, what's being suggested Ninja undertake is a pretty sizable responsibility. Considering what and the sheer amount of stuff that could be pelted his way on the path to normalizing it, or more importantly to Ninja, I would assume, the stuff that could get thrown his wife's way, which is the whole thing he's been trying to avoid with this anyway, I don't really think Ninja owes it to anyone to be the guy that shoulders that responsibility. If he wants to and he takes it on, that's admirable, but I think that it's his choice to be made and to be respected. People have full right to disagree with his decision, and I've seen many people who do so very respectfully, but those who try to skew what he's saying as some kind of example of him being sexist, or can't at the very least understand where he's coming from with this, that's what I can't get behind. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to drop a like, and if you're new, subscribe. If you guys have anything to add, think that I missed anything, or that I got anything wrong in this video, be sure to leave it in the comments below. I have a podcast with Wild Spartans and FPS Diesel called Loudmouse. We upload 2 new episodes every week on Tuesdays and Saturdays, and we're up on iTunes, SoundCloud, and YouTube. You can follow me on Twitter at Kwite and on Instagram at Kwite.png. Links to both of those in the description below. And lastly, I also have a Discord server. Link to that in the description as well if you're interested. Anyways, this has been Kwite, and I'll see you guys next time.